One of the time I was hearing baby crying in my head. On the floor, I would be crying. It was so much. It was unbearable. I reached a point I started talking to myself. Not just not just talking. I was answering. So I am Tamika. Good afternoon. I will be continuing with my story that I started the last video that I posted. So I had mentioned in the previous video, that's part one of my story. I'm sharing my story as to my journey after I lost, or I say, the death of my child. So I mentioned in the first video that I migrated because I could not bear the hurt and the pain. I was actually running away from it because I thought I could outrun the pain. I thought I could outrun the pain. So I migrated in 2019 October, and my baby died 2018 December. Yeah, so I wanted to leave earlier, but based on the program that I went on, that was the time I got to leave. So I was now in a new country. There were a lot of things there to explore, to get your mind off my hurts, my pain, my trauma, everything like that. But I guess the hurts and the pain was so much that it doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter how new the places were that I visited and how fun and excited it did not change, or it did not help the hurt and the pain. So I was living the life. When I'm on the outside, no one knew that I was in pain. No one knew that I was hurting. No one knew. So when I'm outside, everything was okay. I would make fun, have fun, you name it. The everyday lives, you go out there and you do so many things, make person laugh, because I'm a person like this. I like to see those who are around me are happy, even when I am not happy, because I'm good at hiding my pain. So everyone would have thought that there go the happiest girl, no problem, no pain, no nothing but joy and happiness. But I was sad. I was so sad. I was so broken. I was in so much pain. So now the daytime was good, but the nighttime was dark. Just as how the night dark, that was how my life was dark at night, because then I was alone in my apartment, and based on time difference, because I was in China, which is 13 hours ahead of Jamaica. So based on time difference, when it was night there, it was day in Jamaica. So it was hard to keep up with my siblings and my parents. It was very hard to keep up, and with my friends, etc. So sometimes when I want to talk, I would stay up based on the time difference, and they will call me and I will call them, and so forth. But each time they call, they would say, "Are you okay?" And I would like, "Yes, I'm good. I'm having a lot of fun." And I would make a detour from me to say that, "Oh, I went here, I went there. My students were this, they were that. We had fun together. They showed me this place," and so like that, to detour, because I did not want my family to be worried, being that I am so far away. I didn't want anyone to be worrying about me. So I would just put up that face, that happy face, to let them know, let them believe that I am okay. I think I convinced them well, along with my friends. I think I convinced everyone that I was living the life of joy, and this pain was not so much. So now it was drawing near to December, because December 2019, the 5th would have been his birthday. I call him RJ. That's what I call him in my tummy. My sister called him a Bible name, Melchizedek. And my other sister called him Miracle. So everyone were hurting as it was drawing closer to the dates. So because I know that it would have bring back memories and pain, when they called me to say that, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. So they will ask, what are you going to do on the 5th? I said, I'm going to have class, and after class I'm going to this and I'm going to that and everything like that. Behind the phone, I was crying inside out. I was crying inside out. I was just crying inside out. The night before, I cried myself to sleep. I cried. When I woke the morning, I was still crying, but I had work. So I had to put my best face out there. And I had to step in that classroom, hiding my pain, hiding my emotions, and just do what I am assigned to do at the time. And I went out and I came home. After reaching home, I sat there and I was blank. The tears was just running down my face. I feel like I was lifeless. I I don't know if you understand. Sometimes you sit there and it's like your limbs, you cannot move. You want to move, but you can't move. The tears were just flowing. My heart was like someone was ripping it from outside of my chest. And I sat in the sofa there. I think I sat there for about 5 hours or more. I was just sitting there and I cried. And then it's like I was imagining, how the size, that it would have been this size. I was like, it's like I was imagining everything to say that he would have been saying, mommy, it would be running from one place to the other. It would be doing this. It would look like this. And the pain of it. I start having nightmares. Of my child. I start having nightmares. When I go to bed, I would dream that I was holding my son. I was dreaming that I was holding my son. And I had the event that happened with the bedpan and so forth at the hospital that he was delivered in, and I was left alone. That plagued my mind over and over while I was having the nightmare. It's like I could not move past to say that, how could someone do that? How? The 31 days in December, I was sad. I cried morning, noon, and nights. When I was at work, I cried inside, on the road inside. But as soon as I entered into my apartment, there was nothing to hold back the tears. It flows. It flows like a river. One of the time I was hearing baby crying in my head. I heard baby crying in my head. I heard baby crying in my sleep. I think it was one night. I remember one night I woke up because I heard baby crying and I was looking around. One of the time I was hallucinating that I have my baby in my hand. It was so much. And in spite of all this, I had to be strong. I had to be strong because, like I said, I didn't want my family to worry. Didn't want my family to worry about it. So I would say I am okay, but I was dying inside. I was dying inside. I was dying inside. I was dying. So when I was hallucinating to see the baby, every close I closed my eyes, I relived the moments. I relived that moment on that hospital bed, crying out for help, crying out for help. And there wasn't anyone. Sometimes when it replayed in my mind, I have headaches, like my head, someone in my head pounding it. My family didn't know this. This is just now they're going to learn about it. Sometimes it was like a vivid picture walking around. It's like I could see myself on that hospital bed again. I was reliving it. Every day I relived that pain. Every day I relived that pain. And it hurts. Every day I relive it. And then, now, 2020. Now we're in 2020. 2020 January. It was like, oh, new year. Oh, I think I'm good. I'm strong now. I'm getting over. I wasn't getting over. One of my co-worker, she was pregnant and she went to have her baby and she posted a picture, and after posting that picture, oh my God, I felt something ripped out of my chest and the tears started. God, why me? Why I had to go through this? What did I do to go through this? Sometimes even on the floor, I would be crying. I would sit at the bedside and I would cry. I would go in the shower and I would cry. Because it was so much. It was unbearable. It was unbearable. And I would have felt better if someone was beating me to how the pain hurts. I wish someone was beating me at the time to how it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Then here comes the virus, where the country went on lockdown. So now I was inside. I was inside. There wasn't any going out. So I was locked in with a new virus, with my hurt and pain of losing a child and the way in which he died. I was locked in. I was locked in. So my mind was locked in to the hurts. I was locked in due to virus. And the whole world The whole works. Everything was just locked in. Everything was just darkness. All around was darkness. The only thing I saw was darkness. In the day, it was dark. In the night, it was dark. Because now I had that which I'm running away from and only deal with it. I had to deal with it at night when I'm home from work. Now I am home morning, noon, and night in an apartment by myself. I reached a point. I reached a point. I start talking to myself. Not just talking. I was answering. I reached that dark part. I reached that dark part. Only God one knows my pain. Only God one knows. Thank you for watching. This is Revive, Renew, Restore. I am Tamika. Goodbye.